Hey folks, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with NBA Finding Winners Weekend Edition for a Saturday, May 1st. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your weekend. As always, if you enjoyed these videos, please hit that like button. And if you are new to the Raymond Report and you'd like to get more of these Finding Winners editions, please subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video. Basically, what we're going to do here is we're going to go through game by game. I'm going to take the coming off situations of all the teams. Now, it's not team trends. I'm looking for league system angles. And basically, what I'm doing here is just I'm finding an edge, I'm finding a lean, and then, and what we find here is not 100% that you should take these picks. It's just knowing that it's a starting point of where to look when you're handicapping your games, right? So let's take a look at Detroit taking on the Hornets. Now, the Hornets coming off a 9-point win in their last game. They're on a 2-game losing streak, but they're a 7-point favorite tonight. So let's do this. Let's do favorites of 7 or less. 7 or less favorites coming off 2 straight-up losses. Let's get this mug out of the way here. Let's do 2-game losing streak. All right, and they're coming off, let me see here, a 9-point loss. So let's take a look at the 7. Let me see here. Let's do 4 to 7 point loss this season. Let's see if we can come up with some interesting findings here. NBA. So this pertains to Detroit against Charlotte, and let's see what the survey says. 4-7-1 to the under. Not bad. Not bad. Gives you a lean, right? Gives you a lean on where you should be looking maybe in that game. And let me see, home favorites. Let's do home favorites coming off a 2-game losing streak, and they lost 11-6 straight up. Actually, it was a 9-point loss, not a 7. What am I looking at here? Wrong one. Let's go back here. A 9-point loss. So this should be. All right, where is it? Here we go. 8 to 11-point loss. There we go. Now we're in the right range. So that was a 9-point loss, and let's see if the situation is a bit different. Nope, not really. How about if we take this losing streak out and say a team that scored 120 or more against last game. So they allowed 120 or more points against. 120 against. Let's look down here. Here we go. Allowed 120 or more points against in their last game. And let's see what this is. 8-11, late 11 to the under. Nothing really. All right, let's check out the underdog situation. Detroit coming off a 10-point loss to Dallas. And let me see here. So let's do road underdogs. Away underdogs. Coming off a 10-point loss. 10-point loss. So it would be between 8 and 11-point loss. Current season. Current season. All right, where is it? There we go. And they're on 1 day's rest. Let's play 1 day's rest. Let's see how that goes. No, nothing really there. All right, let's take this off. And let's do after playing Dallas. Let's see how any NBA teams that's an away underdog after playing Dallas on 1 day's rest. Let's see if there's a lot of situations here. 2-5 to the under. And you think of it, right? Dallas is, they can score a lot of points. So from a totals point of view, it went over the total of their last game. So did Boston and Charlotte. So let's do away team. Let's not even look at underdog. Let's go away teams after playing Dallas, and then I'll try the total. 10-8. Okay, so that's a little different there. What's the total in this game? The total is 214. So let's do this. Let's keep moving this here. Let's go over here. Total's 214. So 210 to 215. Yeah, that should be good. Let me see here. No, not a lot of occurrences. So let's do last 2 years. Let's see if let's do the last 2 years. 3-3. Not a lot. All right, let's go last 5 years. 7-21. But they're a 7-point favorite. They should be. All right, so let's take that off. Let's do 1 day's rest. Let's do current season. Nope, nothing really there. All right, sometimes you just don't get those angles that you're looking for, right? Golden State against Houston, so we got an away favorite. An away favorite at 8.5. So let's try this. Away favorite of, let me see here. Let's go back down here. This season, road favorites of 6.5 to 9. And they're playing on 1 day's rest. 2-game losing streak. So let's do that. 2-game losing streak. 2-game losing streak right there. And let me see. 3 ATS losses. So they're coming off 3 ATS losses. All right, so Golden State, 8. So they're a road favorite, 2-game losing streak, and coming off a 3 ATS losses. Yeah, no occurrences, so no team's been in this situation. Let me see the last 3 years. Let's see if we can find any situations here. Wow, really? All right, let's do road favorites. Road favorites, last 3 years, 2-game losing streak. Man, this is interesting. 2-game losing streak, but 3 ATS losses. Okay. Yeah, so they must have won and not cover the spread, right? Let's do last 5 years. 8-3 to the over. Let me check out this situation here. Golden State. So coming off 2 losses. Coming off 2 losses. Okay, so. And then all right, so yeah, exactly. So they beat Sacramento, but they didn't cover. So, okay, that makes sense. 8-3 to the over. So Golden State and Houston over tonight. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see. Golden State, Houston. Let's see home underdogs. Now, Houston's coming off a big underdog win, right? So home underdog coming off a big home underdog win. Let's do home underdog win. Home underdog win. Where are you? There we go. Home underdog win. This season, we'll keep it in the same season. And let's see here. They're playing on 1 day's rest. Let's see how that goes. 15-15. I was looking for the over, but 9-19-2. So Golden State might be worth. But I think the over that over was a nice league system trend. All right, Pelicans against the T-Wolves. Now, okay, here's an interesting tidbit. Minnesota's on a 4-game straight up and ATS winning streak. So let's do home underdogs. Home underdogs coming off a 4-game win streak. And 4 ATS win streak. Let's see if we can find an edge here. 2-7, not 3-6. So it does favor the Pelicans a bit. Let's do the last 2 years. Let's see if we got a progression. Oh, not the month of October. Last 2 years. 3-7. So a good go against situation here. So yeah, good play here on New Orleans. So New Orleans looks like a good go against the Houston Minnesota Timberwolves, but a nice play on the Pelicans. All right, actually, you know what? Pelicans last 3 ATS win. Let me do this real quickly. Away favorites coming off three ATS wins, but 1-game win streak coming off a win. So 3 ATS win, coming off only 1 win though. Coming off a win. Let's see if there's a 25-18. Yeah, so good. Nice indicators pointing towards the Pelicans. All right, Pacers Thunder. Indiana coming off 3 overs. So maybe we might have an edge to the under here. Anytime I see these situations where a team is streaking, I always think, law of average, right? Go the other way. Because the favorites, the public might see the favorites, and the bookmakers might think the public will think that team's going to keep going over. So, contrarian thinking, right? So the Pacers are an away underdog. Away favorite. Coming off 2-game losing streak. Or let's go 2 ATS losing streak. And 3 overs. 3 overs. We'll do winning streak in the ATS. So 0-2 to the under. See, 0-2 to, but that's last 2 years. So let's go last 3 years. Let's see if we get more to the. See, 0-4. There we go. I think we're on to something. 0-5. Let's see. 5-7. All right. It would have been nice. Let's say last 4 years. 3-5. All right. Let's do away teams. Away teams. Current season. Using this angle. 2-2. 3-1 against the point spread. All right. Let's do a 2-game. Was it 2-game losing streak? Coming off 3 overs. 3-1 against the point spread, so not bad. All right, let's go last 2 years. Actually, you know what? Let's do any situation, any team, not just away. 5-8. How about favorites? How about just favorites? 2-game losing streak. Coming off 3 overs. 2-5. Okay, that doesn't work. Take away the overs. What's the total in this game? 233. So let's do a total of 220 or more. Actually, 230 or more. Let's do 230 or more. Favorites, 230 or more. 7-5. So let's go away favorites. 2 ATS losses. Actually, we'll do overs. 3 overs. 230 or more. 1-4 against the number. Not good. How about the last 2 years? 4-6, 6-4, 7-3 straight up though. All right. Miami taking on Cleveland. Miami, Cleveland. So the Heat, last 4 went over. So how about this? Let's go away favorites. Coming off 4 overs this season. What's the total? 208. Totals between 205 and 210 the last 2 years. Wow, not a lot of occurrences. Let's go to the last 3 years, and we'll just do away. We'll just do favorites. 1-2, 2-1. All right, let's go away teams. Just away teams. 2-4, 5-1 to the over. Not bad. All right, let's do this. 9-9. Let's go 4 years. 7-6. Okay. Cleveland's on a 5-game losing streak. So let's go home underdogs on a 5 or more game losing streak. This season. 12, 13, 11. No, nothing really. How about coming off? Man, they got pumped last game. A 20 or more loss. 20 or more point loss. One and 3, 0-4, 2-2. So let me do home. Let's just do underdogs. Coming off 5 or more game losing streak and coming off a 20-point loss. 9-4 to the over. Okay, let's take away the losing streak and let's go 3 ATS losses. Eight, 7, 7, 8. Nah, nothing really. Home underdogs. Coming off a game where they scored 100 points or less. So let me see. Cleveland scored 100 points or less. I have to go down here. Let me see. It was 93, 95 points or less points for last game. And it was a 20-point blowout. 7-6, 4-9. Okay, take this out and we'll do. What's this here? This is in back-to-back game situation. So that was last night. So we're doing home underdogs, scored 95 or less points for last game. And in back-to-back game situations, 5-2. 5-2 to the over. Let's do the last 2 years. 9-2 to the over. Okay, that's a good angle right there. So Cleveland, Miami over. 9-2 angle right there. Home underdogs that scored 95 or less points. And that's good because people will see that and they'll say that, oh, you know, they're not scoring, so they might go under, right? But the over, you saw, let me see the last 3 years. Let me see if the last 3 years, if it's any better. 15 and 13, so it evens out a bit, right? All right, let's go Memphis against Orlando. Memphis coming off, oh, okay, this is interesting. So they won 92-75, but what's interesting is neither team went triple digits. So away favorites scored 90 or more points for in the last game this season, but only gave up 75 points. That's pretty good on defense. So let me see here. Do we have that angle? 70. Yeah, here we go. 70 or less points against last game. 0-1 to. Let me see the last 3 years. Actually, let's go last 4 years. Wow, it's only happened once. Let's go back to 96. So not a lot of low-scoring games, right? So away favorites, 84-82, 85-86. Okay, let's tighten up the range. Let's go 10 or more point favorite. 10 or more point favorite. Scored 90 or more points for or less. We should do, yeah, you know what? Let's do less because that's not a lot of points. 90 or 5 or less points for last game. 52-66. So that tells me, let's do away favorites of 10 or more. Do we got that? Road favorites. All right, let's do this. Road favorites of 9.5 to 12 points. 4 and 14. Wow. But 12, 6 and 1 to the over. That's pretty. All right, so the over tonight, Orlando, Memphis, and play against Memphis. So Orlando plus 11.5 could be a solid play right there. All right, let's go Chicago against Atlanta Hawks. What's the situation here? So the Hawks coming off a 22-point loss to the Sixers, but they're a favorite of 4.5 or less. So let me try that. Let's do -6 or less. And they're coming off a 20 or more point loss. All right, I'll find it somewhere. Oh, it has to be up here. All right, here we go. More loss. No current season. And let's see what that angle plays out. And it's a back-to-back game. 6 and 12, not good for the Hawks. So pretty good for the Chicago Bulls, not bad. All right, Washington, Dallas, two high-scoring teams here. Look at the total, 232. So let's see if we can find an edge with the total here. 4.5 point home. So we'll do home favorites. Totals 230 or more. Totals 230 or more. And let me see, they're coming off 2-game win streak. And they won what? Okay. So let's do 2 ATS wins. Let's do 2 ATS wins first. 5-4, 5, 7 and 3. So if you like Dallas straight up, it looks pretty good. How about home team? 10 and 9, not as good, right? Okay. Let's about the how about the away team? Away underdog. Coming off let me see, in back-to-back game, Washington. Did they score 120 points in back-to-back games? So Washington won, 116. Too bad. All right, let's take a look here. Coming off 2 unders. So coming off 2 unders. Let's check. 2 unders. Away underdog. Ooh, not a lot of 1 and 6, 2 and 5 to the under, 2 and 4. So away underdogs, 230 or more is the total. Coming off 2 unders. Let's do last 2 years. See if we get a progression here. 4-11. So not a good spot here for the Wizards. Okay. How about 2 straight up wins? 2-game win streak. 12-8, 9, 6-14. So straight up factor does favor Dallas. Denver Clippers, that's a good one right there. All right, home favorites. Both teams have a winning record. Let me see what the win percentage is for Dallas. I mean Denver. Denver's win percentage. All right, Denver. Denver has a 66% win percentage. All right, so let's do current season. Team that have a 60 to 70 win percentage. Let's see how that goes. And what's the total in that game? Total is 222, so 220 or higher. Wow, pretty good. All right, look at this. Denver. So if you like the Denver Nuggets, the Clippers, I mean. Yeah, so the Clippers as a home favorite totals 220 or more. And the opponent they're facing has a 61 to 70% win percentage. Home team is 10-3 straight up and against the number. So solid play on the home team. So the Clippers, let me see just home team without the favorites. 16-8, pretty good, but 14-10. Yep, Clippers look like a pretty solid play. And finally, Dallas, Utah, Toronto Raptors. And let me check the situations here. So Dallas is a home favorite. And let me see how many games they played in the last couple of nights. Sometimes we can get a good angle with the days rest. So they're on 28, 29, 30. 3 games in 4 nights. So let's try that angle. Home teams that are playing 3 games in 4 nights. And let me see. Utah played yesterday, and they lost it. That's an emotional game. 121-100, and that was on the road in Phoenix? Yeah, at Phoenix. So that's a travel. This is a tough spot here for Utah. 3 games in 4 nights, and coming off a road loss. Let's try that angle, and let's see what we get here. This might be a good spot for Toronto. 12-15. Let me do this. Let me do 7 or less favorite. 3 games in 4 nights coming off a road loss. 13-12. Pretty, not as I thought it'd be a little bit worse, right? Let me see. Coming off a 20-point loss. Let's try that. Three and 8, yeah. See, how about home teams, or just favorites in general? 3 games, 4 nights, 10-9. Okay, let's go back to the home angle. Let's go home team. 12-15, 17-10 to the over. All right. How about the Raptors here? So Toronto, away underdog. What's the Raptors situation here? 27-20. So they're playing on 1 day's rest. 26, 27, 20. Oh, it's okay. So they're playing 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. No, 6 days. 4 and 6. I need a 4 and 6 day angle here. So they're playing on 1 day's rest. What's the total in that game? 217. So let's do that. 217. And they're coming off a 10-point loss. Yeah. No, what? Toronto. I think Toronto might be a good angle here tonight. Let's try this. 1 day's rest. And they're coming off what? Against Denver. So let's see after a non-conference game. Let's do that. After a non-conference game. Nope. How about, let's see how Toronto does in this spot. Just Toronto, not any team. The Raptors, away underdog after a non-conference game. Probably, yeah, I won't get a lot of current. Let's do the last couple years. You know what? That team has changed, so it won't really affect. All right, there you go. There you have it. But I still think Toronto might be worth a look. In fact, let me take a look at the let's take a look at the database. See if there's any good situational team trends tonight in the NBA. Warriors 23-1 as a 7.5 away favorite. Totals 220 or more. All right, that's a good angle on the Warriors. They're what, a 4.5 point favorite? The Warriors tonight, 8.5. So no, that's not good. Jazz, Clippers, 13-1. Clippers 13-1 straight up as a 3.5, 6.5 point home favorite versus Northwest Division opponent the last 10 years. That's pretty solid. Let me go to the other. Let me take a look at the other stats right here. NBA. Let's go down here. Atlanta is a home team versus central opponent in the month of May. 15-3 to the under. Let's put Utah as a 6.5 to 9 point home favorite after a non-division game, coming off a 3-game road stand. 10-2 to the over. Okay. And Houston as a home dog versus Pacific Division opponent. 17-3 to the under. Not bad, not bad. In fact, before we go, I want to see how Toronto. I want to see an angle here. Where's my Toronto game? 2-5 against A-type teams, and then yeah, Utah 15-2 against the beatables, right? Teams below 500. All right, so don't really love that game. All right, folks, that's your Finding Winners NBA edition, weekend edition for a Saturday, May 1st. Enjoy the NBA games. As always, shop for value, play those percentages. We'll see you back shortly with another Finding Winners edition here on the Raymond Report. Cheers.